National Football League. Although the Bears claim Super Bowl 20. It starts out with Trace Armstrong, Steve McMichael, and Chris Zorich, who made that tackle. Jim Dent, Roper Singletary in his last year, and Morrissey of the linebackers. And the secondary, Stinson had an interception last week. Should have had two, Carrier and Paul as well. And the Superdome, coming off his biggest thrill, the last-second touchdown pass to Tom Waddle. And the offensive front that you illustrated, very inexperienced today, especially on the left side, and all this noise. They started out with a single back, Muster, with Corsi Anderson. In fact, he's in there now, out of the eye on 2nd and 8.
Well, here's the Fridge right in here. Watch the penetration against Dombrowski. He just throws Dombrowski to the side, gets in on the big fullback Hayward, and that will bring up a measurement.
Tackles for the Bears. Van Horn on the left. Troy Auzine, the rookie from Cal, on the right. 2nd down 10. Chicago runs with Muster. Bulldozing across the 30, where he's hit by 4 Saints. Wojciechowski helped clear the way. Muster was the man that Sam Mills said was the Bear who hurt him last year running the football.
Now, this is really a classic Bear football, trapping from the offensive guards and tackles, and Muster just has that patience, that long stride. He just seems to time things out with both guards, Wojciechowski and Thayer. That time, a nice gain of 10 yards.
Mills said, we had a hard time with Muster last year. He had 10 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown against the Saints here. The Bears' 20-17 victory. Anderson lined up as a receiver. 1st and 10 pass play, almost picked off and caught by Davis. Another first. Going for the interception was Reginald Jones.
Let's check out young Troy Auzine, number 70, working against Pat Swilling. And he's got him all by himself. Bit of a face mask there as Swilling takes the inside track. Had to have his head screwed back on. Auzine, very confident young man.
2nd round draft pick. Dennis Gentry in now for Chicago. 3:20 to go in the first. Scoreless. And the 2nd and 10 pass play to Anderson for a short gain. Give him 5 on that. The Saints disputed. Talked about it with the league, in fact. 3rd down and 8. Waddle near the first, inside of the 5. Brett Maxey on the hit. Waddle with a new contract yesterday, a 2-year extension. Play action, now throwing off balance. Good one. Muster has it into Saints territory and down at the 43. Muster. First hit by Warren, and later finished off by Sam Mills. They'll spread it out, 4 receivers. Harbaugh will run for it. He'll make it easily. And wisely slides down at the 28. A 9-yard run by Harbaugh. 1st down, Chicago.
Watch this job out here by Van Horn and Ricky Jackson here. Single man-to-man blocking. Van Horn goes out with his eyes right now. Jackson doesn't get that quick start. And that leaves Harbaugh with a big hole up the middle. He picks up the 1st down.
1st and 20, back to the 38. Setting up the screen, Muster has it. Muster out of bounds at the 24. Frank Warren helped chase him. 2nd and 7, right at the 25. Neil Anderson dives for about 4. Vaughn Johnson with the first contact. Kevin Butler, 2 out of 3 last week. He missed from 41. This will be a 39-yard attempt. Butler opens the scoring. Midway through the 2nd. Armstrong. There's your sack. Trace Armstrong. He had one last week. And now another one. Singletary really came through there quickly and then was picked off, Dan.
Yeah, he's picked off by Dalton Hilliard, number 21 here. Singletary just with a great knack of anticipating the count. Hebert has no idea that Hilliard picked him up. The pass protection was pretty good, but Hebert ran out of there right to where Armstrong was, and that's the Bears' first sack of the day.
For a gain of 17 from the 48. Carroll in motion. Set up a reverse, no, a fake. Now looking long, Martin's wide open at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Two for two in this half. The pass to Toby Brenner and the touchdown to Martin. Harbaugh hit when he threw it, but he completes it to Anderson out to the 27. The rush by Swilling.
I think that's the thing that has always impressed me about Harbaugh is his ability to take a lick.
Second down and 4. Muster spinning near the first.
I think they're going to give it to him.
And the spot's across the 30. Second and 10. Anderson. Cutting back, great run out to the 45. 14 yards and a nice block that time by Ozine to help free him.
Yeah, let's take a look at young Troy here on the left side here. It's going to be the counter play, but watch, they're going to have a nice little wall here down the left side. The fake to the right side, and now behind Thayer and Jennings, there's Ozine downfield. And this is the Bears' best running play of the day. They are answering the challenge. The Saints hit the long touchdown pass, but the Bears are showing that, hey, this game ain't over for their offense. They're coming back real nicely.
Into the I formation, receivers to the right on first and 10. Play action. Harbaugh tucks it in. Sprints for the first down. 13 yards. Harbaugh with that carry now has rushed for over 1,100 yards in his career. Muster is the single back on first and 10. Good pass, but little gain. Wide open was Jennings, and Swilling denies the advance. From the Saints 39. Harbaugh drills it for the first. Wendell Davis at the 29-yard line.
And you notice Harbaugh getting back 5 steps, getting rid of the ball. This allows the protection. Watch as the Bear line will give Harbaugh a nice little pocket to step up into. Van Horn will run his man deep. Harbaugh has nobody near him. Clear lane of vision and an easy throw to make.
So driving right back after the Saints took the lead on a 52-yard touchdown pass to Eric Martin. 7-6 Saints midway through the third. On first down, going to the outside, Muster hampering away from Sam Mills and near another first. Wojciechowski with a nice block on that right side.
That may be the first time that Muster's ever been referred to as scampering away from anybody at 6'3".
Showed a little burst, but he did get away from Mills.
He has surprising speed.
Anderson looking around for the first down. He has it. Dragged to the floor by Vaughn Johnson. Under center. And the draw to Muster. Gets some of it back to the 20-yard line, about 7 yards on the run. Jimmy Spencer by the ankles with the tackle.
Now, Muster is really having an outstanding afternoon. He likes to play against these things. Watch after he gets into the secondary and gets a few blocks. Watch the sharp cut he makes to avoid the hit. There are 3 Saints coming at him right about now. He avoids the dive and 2 other guys and gets positive yardage.
Hebert going long for early. Down at the Chicago 30.
Here's McMichael right here. Watch the penetration. He'll strip the ball. Actually, it's William the Refrigerator Perry with the left hand. He knocks it back to Mongo, and the Bears have it.
2 of them, the 2 Sams, work out together. Hebert, or Harbaugh to Morris. Big play for the Bears. All these quarterbacks with the letter H. And it's near the 50. 26 yards.
I think he's up there in the high 90s. Him and Harbaugh appear to be on the same page and working well together.
2nd down 10. Harbaugh to his tight end, Jennings, and doubled up short of the first, but in Saints territory. Cook and Jones, the 2 corners, stop Keith Jennings. Jennings, by the way, is the brother of Stanford Jennings. He's played for the Cincinnati Bengals. Play action from the end zone. Brenner open. Brenner stumbling around and doing a good job just to hold on to it. And he's out near the 30 to end the 3rd quarter. 21-yard pass play. Jumbo Shrimp. And here's the pass down the middle to Carroll. Touchdown! It's going to be for the Saints. Wesley Carroll. 72 yards. Waddle underneath the coverage. Got a nice block out there by Green. And he goes across the 35 to the 36. First down Bears. Green. Maxey took a hold of him in the secondary.
And he's not real comfortable.
All kind of crooked. Harbaugh to Green, and ridden out by Spencer.
You talk about a classic square-up tackle. You know, Hilliard had to get away from Morrissey, had to get away from Stinson. Watch on the little flat route here. Hilliard does a nice job of avoiding 2. First one is Stinson there. There's Morrissey, but now watch this one. Oh, no way. Right in the ear hole for Mike Singletary on Dalton Hilliard.
That satisfying kind of hit where even your own helmet kind of pops back for a moment. Hilliard. This is his drive, isn't it? First down Saints at the 42 of Chicago. 14-yard pass play. Right him out. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Harbaugh starts the drive with a nice completion near the 30. Wendell Davis. What about the Bears' strategy? No huddle here right now. They've got 2 plays called.
Yeah, and they've got to do that. The tough thing they've got working against them now, this crowd's going to start to get into it, make a lot of noise, make it difficult for Harbaugh to make those audible.
Anderson on the run. Stops the clock out of bounds. Flags down. First down. And ridden out by Mills. Neil Anderson.
He may have a headache right about now, too.
3rd and 7. Jackson forces the ball free. And Robert Goff has it for a Saints touchdown. 3:16 remaining. Harbaugh sideline route caught by the newcomer Eric Wright, activated this week to beat New Orleans. The Giants trying to come back from 34 down today to beat the Cowboys. Harbaugh, complete. Morris, no, it's Davis. Davis diving at the 42 of New Orleans. 21-yard gain. Aaron Lewis. Saints 21-6. Look out! This could be a touchdown. It's Reginald Jones. 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter for the Saints. Saints defense, that is. This will be the first time since '82 that the Bears have lost game 2. Harbaugh to Waddle to the 33. The last time Chicago lost in game 2 of a season, 3rd down and 6. Davis pummeled short of the first by about a yard.
Knew they didn't play their best against the Eagles last week as a defense, but this week against the Bears, you might say they have their honor back, being one of the top defenses in the NFL. Then a home game against Atlanta, at Minnesota, and the off week. Harbaugh, just a block on that side from Gentry, and goes out of bounds at his own 48. Second down and 2. Lewis spinning, trying to get out of bounds. Didn't make it. CBS. Out at the 35 with 10 seconds to go. Game produced by Michael Burks and directed by Andy J. Kendall. And intercepted to close it out. Intercepted by Toy Cook. They have won their home opener 28-6. So for Dan Fouts, I'm Jim Nance saying so long from the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans, where the final score is New Orleans 28 and Chicago 6.
And there's nothing like the menacing Bears stare. A pregame ritual calculated to intimidate opponents even before the game begins.
Let's go, gang. Come on. Let's go. From the beginning. Haul ass down there. You haul ass. You don't get lost on anybody. You rip through the blocks. You make something happen right off the bat. Let's go.
The first half was a defensive slugfest in which neither team scored a touchdown. But in the second stanza, the Saints attack strapped on their helmets and went to work. A beautifully executed double play fake fooled number 95 Bears defensive end Richard Dent not once, but twice, allowing quarterback Bobby Hebert to step up and unload for the first touchdown of the day.
Wide open Eric Martin, 25-20, 15, he's going to score. Touchdown Saints, 52 yards to Eric Martin.
2 straight Saints touchdown passes proved to be mere prologue for the main act. A pair of defensive touchdowns as the hard-charging New Orleans defense took center stage. Ricky Jackson's direct hit on Jim Harbaugh permitted nose tackle Robert Goff to score. 1 minute and 21 seconds later, the Saints defense struck still another scoring blow.
But up sidelines, overshot Lewis. Intercepted down the right side. He's going to go all the way down the right side. Reginald Jones for the touchdown. 68-yard interception return.
Are you sure that Harbaugh was on the cover of Sports Illustrated this week?
Well, that might explain it.
The Saints had averted the dreaded 0-2 start that traditionally dooms teams with Super Bowl aspirations.
Saints number 1 today, baby.
It was good when you get 2 turnovers and you score 2 touchdowns like that. That's something we try to do, is get the turnovers and try to score with it. And it worked out well today. But our guys did a great job. Ricky did a great job getting the ball out, and our defense played tremendously well today.